What's going on YouTube? Mad Machinist here. I hope everybody's having a good day. Today's Friday. It's about 11:30. I'm just starting a new job. I did the basic. I got it set up. And I recently just did one very similar, but this next set is longer. So what I thought would be fun is I'm going to show you guys the part here now. And we'll build it in Gibbs together, we'll process it, and we'll start machining it. So without further ado, we'll get it going for you. Okay, so here you can see we have a part. I've already drawn this is the previous one, but what I like to do in Gibbs is I'm going to use all the same tools and basically the exact same processes. It's just a different part. So it's like a family of parts. So what I like to do is I'm going to draw it with what we have. And then I'll use the same tooling to do the job. So here we go. I got her set up. As you can see, it's 185 inches long. Yay. And I kind of have not the best setup, but hey, it'll get the job done. Sometimes that's what we got to do. So yeah, well, I got X, Y, Z, 0 all picked up, and we'll get into it. So we'll start with building the model. Okay, so we'll get started, and if you have any questions along the way, just ask, write a comment. I'd be very happy to help you guys out with a problem or to show you how I've done something. That's fine with me. So what we're going to do here now is we're going to keep our processes, and we're going to use the same process, same tooling, just on a new part. So we'll get rid of this part. Keep it in my body bag, and I also want to keep the geometry. So what I'd like to do is I'll create a new work group. So that's now, get rid of work group 1, I'll leave that. So we got work group 2 and 3. So we'll keep going 2. Okay, so what we'll be using in this video, I'm going to be using the geometry tab. Is this guy. We're going to be using the solid modeling tab, and we're going to use some of the features inside of here. This is a pretty basic model, but it's a good way to show you guys how it works. Okay, so when building, you got to start off with your datums and your zeros. And that drawing will call that out. So here we go.
After my table, during survey time, ready, yeah. Here will be then if this is unfunded grant to another not here, I think my the planter on here, to that only to the planter of the wall. You can do it. So I'll make this spot, like I'll make this whole center, and I'll probably fit it from center to the center. Then, so you're gonna rotate, and you're gonna pick up there, and you go, right? Yeah. Okay. This would be much easier.
Yeah, no problem, Kevin. Give me a few minutes. 2.045, Kevin, from the center of that hole. So yeah, from there to detail K. Oh, I picked up, here, I'll go the M20. I picked the wrong one. Sorry, you want to put a bolt in. Yeah. What is wrong with that guy? Man. One point 618.
1.68.
18. Oh. It's okay.
One point 618.
You got it, Kev.
Okay.
Well done. All right, so you guys just saw some live action there. That's pretty damn fun. That's how shop life goes, right there, boys. Ladies and gentlemen, sorry, I won't look at those boys. Include everybody. Yeah. So, in short terms, what we just asked there for, we just finished drilling and thread milling this hole here on this phase. Now we need to rotate and to pick up my zero from the knot in the center of the table. He's going to put a bolt in here, and he just asked me for that dimension to the center of this hole. So that's what we just did there. And now we can go back. Hopefully it's lunch, so the guys are leaving alone, but we did it for a bit. Shop light. Okay, so now we'll start plugging in the dimensions of what we're going to be working on and what we're going to be building. Do the larger part, so I'm going to make the very single. Okay, so off my zero. Okay, so now we've created our pocket, our cart. So basically, we just created this edge here. So now we're just going to follow our dimensions and we're going to create this side. From my 0 to that other shoulder is 173.75. So 173.75 to it. Whoa, come on. Yeah, I didn't even adjust my screen. So 100. And let me go that way. If you don't, stop the water jet. If you don't adjust your screen, as you can see here, the geometry will not extend out that way. So these two pieces, I gotta delete these guys, put them back in. It's not a problem. Okay, so now as you can see, we'll have our full length. A little trick. If you also don't have that window, you won't be able to go out and machine outside that window either with that geometry. It won't allow you. So this is almost like it's your geometry and processing machining window, let's say. Okay, so now we got those straightened out. Let's put our line now back at 173.75. Turn right, yeah. Okay. Now I like to use the duplicate the transfer because I have all details in here from that 173.75 dimension. Easier that way. Now 104.75. Create this step again. I do want this. Oh, you see? Because I created that in that window, now it won't let me. That's fine. So we just create a new line. Likewise here, boom. Okay, so now I've created the pocket. Oh, just also a good one. If you're using geometry and the tab's still active, it's going to activate every line. So it's almost like it's a sticky function. It kind of sucks. Got to make sure you exit out of that function. And then you can continue marking. What do we got going on here? Okay, so now this is our basic geometry, and if you're worried about what you've done, you can now come in and select your dimensions. And a little trick with dimensions is you got to press and hold Control-Alt to get your size. It won't go there, but double check before you make your model. You need 16, I need 6. Holy fuck. There we go. And I need 13. Boom. Nice. 173.5 for 173.75 and length. Right on 1 and wide here at 0. Beautiful. Beautiful. And I should have okay. And now we actually can take this geometry and make a model. Well, let's do that. Modeling tab function. We're going to use this one, create a solid, extrude a solid. So right now we want to go on Z, we don't want anything. That's our 0. And we're using 2-inch plate. So Z minus 2 inches. Do it. Select the geometry of the shape you want to do and select do it. Boom. I'd like to show the properties, soft, 0, 0. Apply. Okay. And now, as you can see, we have a model. There are a couple little details. I'm going to throw in the holes right now, and we'll do the radius on the corner. Very easy, and actually, this is one reason why I love it. Okay, so let's lose all the geometry. Do another worker. Back into our modeling tab. And we're going to do now chamfering. So advanced solid modeling, and we'll do blending. So it's asking us if we want a round corner, variable radius, or a chamfer. We don't want a chamfer, we want a 1-inch radius. So we select radius, 1 inch. Have your edge selection activated. Select the edges that you want to do. Okay? For the other side, same thing. Do it. Boom. We have a nice 1-inch edge. Love it. Okay, now all you gotta do is coat the holes in it. Okay, so now we'll set our origin. X0 is already in place, Y0 is already, X0 is in place, Z0 is in place. We need to shift our Y down 5.875. So now, from edge to edge, that will give me, oh, no. Oh, I'm in the pocket, sorry. Move my origin up. This face here is our origin. Well, although the datum comes from it. Now we need to go minus 5.875. Enter. Now if I check the top edge, it should be a positive 5/875, which we have. And then the bottom should be 6 inches. And it's not. Why not? Oh, sorry, 13. Okay. So we got 5.875, and we have 7 inches to the bottom of it. Let's slam our hole. So they're on our Y center line. Oh. Y0. Do it. Now for X0, we want the hole to start at 3.5. So we'll draw a line there, and then the center distance between the two holes is 9 inches. So we can do 3.5 plus 9. There's our hole position. We'll connect the line to give us the geometry for the center hole. Delete the lines, create the hole that we need to, which is a 1 inch, 63 solid drill through hole. So our radius of that, diameter 1.062 divided by 2 to get a radius, 531, enter. Those are our hole positions for right here. Now, back into our modeling, back to our extrusion. And now this one took me a while to learn, and this is helpful indeed. So now when you're going to be removing another solid from a solid, you have to have an edge to select. So make it easy for yourself. Because we're eliminating the hole from the plate, I'm going to raise the whole model up 200,000, and we'll take it down another 200,000. Select, do it. Oh, I did mine at 200. There we go. So now that gives me something that I can see, and I can select it. Another one that's took me a while to learn. Select the model that you want to, how do I word it? Select your main model first, then select your new models you want to remove, and you'll use subtraction in solid modeling. Boom. There you go. Holes are in. Go to our other side. These holes are vertical. I want to extract this line because that's where the center line of the holes come off of. Whoop. Modify, translate, center of these holes are minus 2.125 from that edge. We got our Y0 from Y0. There, a 6-inch spread. Let's see. Geometry, line, up, X, give us 3 inch. Oh, going on Y minus, select, boom, delete it. Remember, you got to get rid of this tab if I want to delete that geometry. As key or it will not delete. It is the same size hole, so we can use what we have here. Lovely. So modeling can be the same. And now we'll just move it. Okay. That is our part, gang. Oh, actually I'm missing the 2 lines. So there are 2 1-inch pads in this region. I'm going to quickly make them here. So the pad actually just sits half inch in on X0. So this can be a pretty easy one. We'll grab the geometry around, slack the edges, grab it, get rid of, there we go. And now on Y we want minus 0.5, plus 0.5, minus 0.5 on, or sorry, plus 0.5 on that. Now, as I said, it's on X0. Great. Now we get into it. Same thing, now I connected all those. This block does have a radius on the outer corner. Looks like a half an inch. So we can do it different this way. I can actually do it the geometry style that I won't have to manipulate the model. Yeah, it's definitely a half inch drive. There we go. Back into our modeling, and now this is a good one. We don't want it to go past Z0, so we set it at Z0 minus. So now, when I pick this geometry, it's not going to go deeper. I'm telling you not to. But we know it's a 1-inch plate, so we want Y plus 1 inch. Here we go. Boom. There's our plate. Let's add it. Now we've got a nice bottom. Another thing I like to do is walk this now. We do got to do another pot over there, right? So, just a fun little trick too. Here, near that geometry, we know from our X0 to our other pad, we know that dimension, which is 173.75. So now we can go to modify, translate, 173.75. Oh, whoop, fuck that. This is the model, sorry, just the geometry we want. And as you can see, falls right into place. Same thing. Model, turn, go, click, click, go, boom. Actually, I did that backwards, so that's why I changed color. Click, click, boom. There we go. Okay, gang, now, what I haven't done this whole way along, and you'll learn this lesson one time if you get into this, you have to save. I have not saved it, so let's do save as. This is the new job number. Where are we? Create. Organization is key 2, new folder. Gibbs programs. Boom. Drawing number. I like the first setup. Okay. So now, that is the way the drawing is on the drawing. We'll go over to the part I'm going to show you. I actually use the machine edge. I machine that first. So that will be my Y0 all along. So right now I have this part actually set up inverted. And it's the opposite piece. Okay, so I'm actually inverted, which is fine. I'll bring you over. So this is my starting detail. So X0 is on this face. Y0 is on the bottom. And Z0 is on the face here. Now that we have the model drawn, we can see everything and we'll be able to see exactly how we are. Now it's our job to put the model the way the part is, and then we can start close-ups. So I do have a left and a right, and I actually have the left-hand side on the part, on the machine now. So this might be a bit confusing, but left and right. I like using my hands, very easy, left and right. So we're going to invert it and rotate it. To rotate. And now as well, we're going to mirror it. On X. Nope, sorry, on Y. Oh no, I did that wrong. Let's not do that. All I need to do is mirror it on Y. So now, my bottom has become my 0. Perfect. Top here should reach 7. Nice. Right? So now this is exactly how we're sitting on the machine and how, actually that's a line, I have Y0 on the bottom. Let's move that. Because they'll always stay the same. Boom. Now, we can start extracting geometry and getting into it. Another thing I like to do, I like to manipulate all my geometry to make sure I don't get any boom booms or anything. And it's just a safer way of working. Takes a bit of time, but at least I know what I'm getting myself into. And then I'm clear. Oh. So right now I'm just giving myself some edge room. And reconnect each geometry. I'm using a 2-inch cutter to do this and a 1-inch. So like I'm high enough above, I like to give myself at least 100 thou, 200 thousandths. And the same for the top. Now, because they want a square shoulder in here, I use a 2-inch cutter, then a 1-inch cutter, and I actually do another setup where I lay the part down and just come in and take these hit that sharp corner. So, give myself some relief. What I like to do is, for both cutters, I'll give them radius ribbing so they don't jar at the corner. So I like to duplicate that geometry. I'll move it up. So I'll use this for the 2-inch, this for the 1-inch. Okay. So the 2-inch cutter, I'm going to want to put a radius in the corner so it doesn't slant in there. 2-inch cutter, so 1.1 is good. Everybody's happy with that. Cutter will come around. Likewise, 0.6 for the 1-inch. And we're good to go, guys. 204 is my 2-inch high feed. This is a function I don't like. When you use a different geometry for a work set group, it repeatedly comes up when you click it. Anybody knows how to not happen? I'm all ears. I'm all ears. So now this is where I was saying I'm just going to reuse the function I did on the last piece. Because it's a family of parts. First time doing this one for us, but the tooling will be exactly the same. Yes. Whoa. Yeah, that's what I'm doing here now. I like to come in with the finishing, a 1-inch finisher to give the radius as small as possible. So what I like to do is I'll take that meat out that's left by the 1-inch or by the 2-inch roughing cutter. Ooh, that's really good. There we go. So that'll just come in there. Bop, 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 bop. We're going to run a 1-inch high speed, 1400 RPM, 140 inch a minute. And we'll do that process to all 4 corners. Come on, baby, wake up. So, there's you. Let's do a save thing. Woo! Same thing. So this line, start always out a bit, not gonna hurt anybody. And clear the edge. Oh, mommy, that doesn't look good. There we go. So that's cleaning out that shoulder. Oh. Don't need to come out so high. Alright, do a 10. My 2-inch finisher. I like to, well, my finisher. The high P for rough finish and finisher for finish. Workproof, you do beautiful. Well, I do like to base this as well, so we'll do this here live on. So we'll take this line, we're going to duplicate and translate it. You need to be 2 inches off because we don't want to have a little boom boom. Or I'll even go 2 inch one valve so that I won't recut that shoulder. Beautiful. Now, I like to give this a face. Just a skim cut, nothing crazy. 1.5, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now, back to our geometry. We'll use a point, boom, boom, get us going. You can start up top, these two. Duplicate those lines. Okay, that's drawn. Back to our cam. Back to that process even. Bring my workproof back in. Select that line. I want to be in the middle. Reset. Beautiful. 211 is my 1-inch finisher. Let him do its thing. Do it. Oh. Get back around the base. Okay, those functions are done. Now we're going to want to just drill a hole. I always center drill. Always center drill. You know why? You can check your part. If you're out, you will see with that center drill. But we've already put all the functions in. But I always center drill. Don't care. Safe and sorry. Redo. Redo number 5. Yup. 18 is our drill. Five. Number 5. I like the chamfer. Now, because I'm shifting the part, I like to give myself a dowel hole in the middle, or a pickup location. Double check that I picked the middle. I'll move my origin. And now shoulder to shoulder should be the same number. 86875. Beautiful. Minus 86875. So we're good to go there. Let's move our origin back. Nice. And now we can drill that hole. Read it. Beautiful. Once you always finish, save. Wait till the day you do all this, and then you go to save and it stops. Okay, so now, what I like to do, I'd save, let's run it, and see if I made any boom boom. Oh, I love it. That looks nice. Oh. What do you mean? So what? Sorry, I scared the crap out of me there. And yeah, so we checked. And you'll go, oh man, how do you know that you're doing that? Well, what we also can do now, I think, you know what I mean?
Nah, it won't let me.
Okay, it won't. What I like to do, and this can cause trouble, I'll suggest don't do this one. I like to run the finish cut and I'll throw a one on it just to see. But I'll do it as two new operations so I don't get confused with the two I have here. So now I'll highlight them and I'll rerun. And you should see that it'll tickle each side. There we go. Okay, so that shows that I know now we're good. Okay, now delete these fucking two. There we go. File, save again. You run again, make sure you didn't do that. Beautiful. So now, we're good to go. We can take this. You guys will love this. Put a floppy disk, man. But the first one is the fast one. So now this is really good about Gibbs. I'm going to post and do everything right here. Post. Make sure that you're posted for your machine. Anybody needs a post. We're all friends now. Your boy does have thousands of them, if not tens of thousands of them. Hit me up. I'll help you out. About. I'm using my Toshiba post. This job number is 1435. I'm going to stick with that. But I will put it in my folder. Oh, what's that, 34? Oh, 38. 38. Again, new folder, programs. $14.38. Save. 30. Process. Okay, now I got my program in. There are some checks you can do. It does have a program checker, but this is more for if you just screwed up tools and tapping cycles, stuff like that. Okay, so now that we have that all posted saved, what I like to do is I'll come into the file. Programs. And then see if I can't, the Toshiba won't receive. We got to make it a blank file. I'll do my edits. But you can see there's miles of code here. That's okay. Okay, that's good to go. Now I gotta copy. VC, floppy disk. Always good to make sure it's loaded on. Okay. And now, let's go to the machine.
Right, so think I keep putting floppy. It's gonna be awesome.
So now, these have a port in the side. Put your disc in. Oh, you guys can't see much here. It's kind of cropped, but I got a truck here, so it is what it is. File, input, floppy, and now it asks you what's the program number, 1438, enter, and you can see it's being inputted. Not a little program, so give it a couple minutes. And then we're going to get started. Everybody's working away. Love it. Oh, my memory was full. Of course, okay. Purge, memory, program. Let's get rid of 100. Enter, yes. Purge, memory, auto. Another thing you can do is put space, and as you hit it and scroll, it'll highlight them. Let's get rid of those ones. I hope this will help us. Enter. Oh, sorry. Space. Enter. Oh, no, don't want to do that for me. Yes. Okay, let's try that again. File, input, program, floppy, 1438, enter. If you guys have any questions on what I just did there, please feel free to ask. I'm more than open to answering questions. and trying to help you out if you're struggling. So go right ahead. Don't be scared to ask. One thing I like to live off of is there's no stupid question. You're asking because you don't know. Very simple. Fuck, I could have built the model in this time. There it is. Okay, exit, file off, auto, program select, 1438, enter. Let's fucking rock and roll. Cycle start. As I said, we started with a 2-inch high feed. Oh. Lovely. I'm gonna do a retrack. Yes. So right there, we're running a 2-inch high feed at 156 inches a minute at 1150 RPM. And I'm doing about I'm doing 42,000 tempo. Oh, ah, fuck. So that, my friends, is how you build the model, process the model, tune the processing, and get your machine fired up. So literally right now, we are running what you see there. I'll slow it down a bit. That's what we're running right now. Thanks everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I actually enjoyed myself. If I didn't explain it well to you, I'm sorry. It's a lot. And I think anybody that's in this can understand that there's a lot that goes into what we do. And I didn't even get into it. This whole part has to be within a couple thou. So like, I hope you enjoyed it. As I said, I enjoyed sharing that with you guys. Very much appreciated. And then let's see, this will probably run, I'm going to say, 2 hours. See what the computer tells us. Hour and 20. Boom, fuck, the video was 1 hour and 7. So, got 4 setups like this. So hopefully Monday, Tuesday we're done. Rock and roll, guys. Like and subscribe. Mad Machinist. Let's go, gang. Thank you.